Hi, so I'm going to Valorant Masters in approximately a month, a little less than that. I'm so excited. So I wanted to take this opportunity to cosplay for the first time in my life. When Gekko released, I crocheted his sweater vest. It was like my biggest crochet feat that I've ever had. It was like my first wearable that I ever made, and I have it here. The last couple of days I've been tailoring it to fit me better now. I didn't record this process because it was honestly kind of scary, because I've never really cut up my crochet and re-sewed it back together, so it fits a lot better than it used to. It was far too long for me of how I like my clothes usually to fit me, and it was not well fitted around my arms. So this is fixed and this is ready. What I need to do in the meantime is I need some brown pants, and I wanted to thrift them, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't really like leaving my house. But what I do have in my craft stash is this brown cotton fabric that I've had for ever, and I have enough of it to where I could probably sew myself a pair of pants. Maybe. I'm gonna base the pattern off of these pajama pants that I have from Blue Notes. These are literally just the same shape, four of the same shape cut out and put together. So awesome. I'm not gonna add pockets because I don't know how to sew pockets. And I'm already making pants and I don't know how to make pants. So yeah. My plan for day of is I have this crossbody bag. It's the one that was really popular on TikTok around Christmas. It's a Lola one from Costco. I was gonna just put a little temporary mosh on it, and then it would just kind of look like his crossbody bag that he has already. So yeah. One thing I need to note when I'm making these pants is that these are really long for me, so I am gonna have to hem them, but that's fine. So let's get into this because I'm really scared. I'm really scared. So I had to sew a gusset into the legs because I didn't leave enough for my ass. So we're now at the part where we can put this part together, which basically is just taking the open part of where your crotch was and just sewing it together like that. So I again need to do this on the smaller side of my seam allowance, even though I left a fucking inch. Shout out to cotton fabric. I hate you. After I sew these up, I also kind of need to decide which side is going to be the front, which side is going to be the back, because I was going to do a waistband. I don't have elastic. So my other options are to install snaps, because I do have those. Of all the things to have. No, actually it just makes sense that I have snaps because I use them for my crochet bags, so thank God. And I think I have brown ones. If not, we'll just use black.
Okay, so by this point, I was feeling sort of proud of myself. I had made pants that were wearable and they didn't like show off my butt or anything. However, I really should have given myself more allowance as this is a cotton fabric, where to the other one that I used, like the pants that I bought that I used as a pattern, were a stretch fabric. So the size wasn't particularly fitting. I had to add a gusset in the center to my crotch seam so that I could actually like move around. And I also didn't use a waistband. I ended up using snaps, which was a really bad idea day of because they kept coming off. So if you're going to make pants, please make a waistband.
Hi, so I have returned from my vacation and now I have 7 days until I'm going to Masters and 3 days until my friends get here, which means I need to really finish my cosplay. It's been probably like a week and a half since the last time I did an installment of this video, so I gotta pick up where I left off. I kind of don't remember where I left off, but I will show you what I have gotten in the meantime. So I need to I decided initially I was gonna get like a green wig and style it, but I really don't know anything about styling wigs, and if it didn't turn out, I would probably cry and get really frustrated and not know what to do. So what I decided to do instead was I'm going to just re-bleach my money piece, which frequently is stained from black hair dye. So I got a package of Quick Blue, and then I got this spray temporary color by Strawberry Leopard. And apparently this stuff is supposed to be way better than the things you get from Dollarama. Crazy, I know. And I'm just gonna do it on my money piece because like I'm not gonna dye my whole head. I'm not gonna bleach my whole head because removing black hair dye is a process and she's expensive and she does not have the money to do that right now.
Initially, I was painting these in my chair, like on my lap, and I realized that would be a really bad idea. So later on, I decided to move to the floor. However, I did not anticipate how adding paint to this fabric would further create issues with the fit. I added textile medium to my paint, so I thought that this wouldn't cause issues with it. The little bit of stretch that the cotton had was completely lost after I added the paint on top of it. So that's great. It actually caused a lot of issues with the silhouette. I felt like this cosplay did not turn out how I wanted it to, even in the slightest. Like, I didn't feel good in it. And honestly, most of it is because of these pants.
Okay, so now that the pants are painted, we're on to one of the last pieces, which is to make his little t-shirt details. So I borrowed this t-shirt from my dad, and we just need to add like the 3 little purple X's on the t-shirt, and then he has like these little details on the like cuffs. I don't know why I thought I saw something somewhere where it was just more X's. Apparently it's like a little logo, like purple thingy, like whatever. So we're gonna make a little template and then cut out the why am I the X's and then sew them on.
Day of makeup, I had absolutely no plan of what I was going to do. I hadn't previously practiced. I just pulled up a picture of Gekko and was like, yeah, let's try to make this look like the character, which it wasn't great. Some people are really good at doing that style that Riot has for their characters. Like, I've seen some like Vi and Jinx cosplays that are so spot on and like they look painterly and whatever. I did not really look like that. I can't leave makeup on my face without it being like a little bit blended out in some way. So I think that kind of contributed to this not looking super great. I felt like after I was done, I was kind of looking at myself and I was like, ooh, I just sort of look beat. Like, I kind of look really tired. So at some point, I just was like, okay, let's just try to like look pretty-ish, because the stage that I'm at here, where there's like that contour for my under eye like suitcase area, I was like, oh yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to look tired. I don't want to look like that. I wanted to look sort of cute, which didn't really happen. I did not look cute in this.
I didn't post a video last week because I was like, oof, I'm tired and I didn't prep anything. So no video this week. But we've made cosplay video, where I don't even go in depth of how I even made this sweater vest.
After my makeup, I went and sprayed my hair green outside because I didn't want to get green dye all over the B&B, and here I am showing you the nails that I made. And then I also painted my body with like his tattoos and stuff. This is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. They actually lasted a lot better than I thought they were going to. And then we finally got to get onto the train and go to the Coca-Cola Coliseum, the Enercare Center. This is walking in. It was amazing to walk in. It felt like you were going into like this completely different space. I don't know. Like, it was just awesome. And then there's Zelsis. I love Zelsis. Ah! Hello. Thank you so much for getting to this part in the video. I've taken a little bit of a hiatus this last month and a half or so. Just been really busy. As you can see, I went to VCT Masters and I had everyone here, and then I started up my new job, so things have been a little bit busy for me, but I'm not forgetting about you, I promise. Hopefully new videos will be going out on our regular like Friday at 2 p.m. Every week. If not, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is, life happens. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and if you liked it, leave a like. And if you know of anybody else who maybe would like this video, you should definitely send it to them, or any of my other ones. Thank you. Have a good one.